Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Pooborama, and in today's video, I'll be breaking into the best money-making guide of 2023 in Grand Theft Auto Online. This money-making guide is quite simple, yet very effective at making millions every single hour. Hopefully this video helps you out, and if you'd like to see more like it in the future, you know what to do. Now this is going to incorporate a lot of the guides I've talked about in the past, but it's going to have some new things as well. The first thing I should talk about is what you're going to need to make this money-making strategy as effective as possible. So you're going to need a Kosatka. That's going to be $2 million. Do keep that in mind. Now, you could wait for an update week for all these purchases and save about 40% of the money, but that's definitely going to take a lot of time waiting. But as I said, you need a Kosatka. That is the #1 purchase. You're also going to need an Acid Lab, the newest business in the game. Pretty easy to get an Acid Lab. Just complete Dax's first dose missions, and you'll get one for free. Then just purchase the upgrades on it after doing the Fooligans missions. It's almost a net break even when it comes to getting the Acid Lab. You're also going to want to have a bunker, a nightclub, and an agency. Yeah, that's a lot of money. The bunker is about $2 million. The nightclub's about, I'd say, $4 million once you get all the upgrades on it. Add on the agency for $2 million. You're probably going to need a good $10 million to get this business venture started. But once you have all of this main part built up, there's really not much else you have to do. Alright, now that we've gotten everything on the table of what you're going to need to buy, let's start getting into how you actually make the money. First of all, you're going to want to do the Cayo Perico Heist, but obviously before you do the heist setups, you want to utilize the time that you're doing those setups with your passive businesses. So make your way over to your Acid Lab, make your way over to your bunker, make sure your nightclub popularity is maxed, resupply all of your businesses, make sure that they are running, because if they're not running while you're doing the setups, then that's just going to be a waste of time. So make sure all of your passive businesses that you want to run are running in the background. Personally, I would not suggest to use motorcycle clubs, as they're honestly just a waste of time. The problem I have with motorcycle clubs is two things. First of all, they have a very high likelihood of being raided. If you're doing your heist setups and you want to do them with your Oppressor Mark II, which is a very fast way to complete them, there's a chance, a possibility, that while you're completing those setups, if any of your 5 motorcycle clubs are running in the background, you can have them completely raided. So I wouldn't suggest to run motorcycle clubs, especially because the sale missions are just a waste of time. Run the other businesses I stated, but not motorcycle clubs. So while you have those businesses running in the background, you're going to do the Cayo Perico Heist. Make sure that you complete it first try. Honestly, it doesn't matter if you don't, because you still have your passive money-making businesses, but it's better to complete it first try. I'll link in the description a video where, after the update and guards can spot dead bodies, how to complete it first try on pathing every time. It's pretty quick, probably only takes about 10 minutes to do it, and you should make about $1.5 million every time you complete the Cayo Perico Heist on hard mode. Something around there is what the ballpark I estimated is. After you complete the Cayo Perico Heist, there's a 2-hour and 44-minute window that you have to do the agency. Now, the agency is pretty dang simple. You're going to go to the agency, and you're going to start up the Dr. Dre contract. Once you get this down to a pretty good rhythm, it should only take about an hour and 20 minutes to complete, but we're going to add it on in about another 15 minutes, because in between each of the major missions you do for the Dr. Dre, there's 3 of them, you want to do a payphone hit, which is going to net you an additional $85,000, and then as soon as you finish the Dr. Dre, you also want to do a payphone hit. So you should be able to do 4 payphone hits, plus complete the contract and make $1 million there. So about $1,400,000 is what you're going to net from the payphone hits plus the Dr. Dre contract. And then you're also going to have a $1.5 million net from the Cayo Perico Heist, which means in total you should have about $3 million added to your account just in about maybe an hour and a half, which is honestly pretty dang fast. After you've done all of those things, you still got a bit of a cooldown left. Depending on how long it's taking you to complete the agency, you might still have 40, 50 minutes left of a cooldown before you can do the Cayo Perico Heist. So there are 2 things, or actually 3 things you can do to make money during this cooldown period. Rockstar added the Fooligans missions to Grand Theft Auto, and these will net you $50,000 every time you complete them. Now there's an hour cooldown, so you can only do 1, but it only takes like 5 minutes to complete it. So do a Fooligans mission, and then also do a payphone hit, and then what you can do After you're waiting for those cooldowns is you can make your way over to the motorcycle club, and you can start up life and death bikes. Now, even though life and death bikes does not pay double, it used to when Rockstar had the double payouts, but it still pays $45,000 when you complete the mission, which is a pretty decent payout for only about 5 to 6 minutes of effort. So you can make about $400,000 or $500,000 every hour just by doing life and death bikes. It's very simple to start it up. All you want to do is set your spawn location to the motorcycle club, go into a new lobby, and it's going to spawn you inside your motorcycle club in about 10 seconds. Once you've done that, you're going to walk over to the main hall, and you're going to walk up to the wall that has a couple different jobs. Start up life and death bikes. If you don't see it, go to a new lobby. It takes another 10 seconds. Walk into the room, look for life and death bikes. Once you start that up, it should only take about 5 minutes to complete. Then once again, rinse and repeat. Go to a new lobby, start life and death bikes again. It's a very easy way to make a lot of money very, very fast. After you finish that, you should get a message from Pavel saying you can start up the Cayo Perico Heist again. You're going to rinse and repeat the same method I just told you. You're going to start up the Cayo Perico Heist, you're going to do that, and then you're going to do the agency. However, this is where things change. Instead of doing the life and death bikes, you're going to sell your businesses, as they should be full by now. So you're going to go sell your bunker, you're going to sell your acid lab, you're going to make sure you collect your net income from the nightclub, make sure you fill the popularity again. And that's really just about it. That is the money-making method. It's pretty simple because there's not much to tell you in it. I know there's a lot of YouTubers that make things really complicated, but it's really not that complicated to make money in Grand Theft Auto Online. I mean, just alone, you'll make, as I said, about $3 million doing the agency part and the Cayo Perico Heist. Those are by far the two most important businesses to own. Once you've done that, you just collect your passive income from the nightclub, sell your acid lab when it gets full, you might even wait a day, and do life and death bikes. And you don't even need to do life and death bikes, honestly, while you're waiting for the cooldown. You can just chill, have a nice coffee or something. Doesn't matter too much. This is just one of the lax money-making methods I use to make money. You know, if I need a lot of money for a video or a new update coming out, I'll just do that for a couple days in a row, and I'll have like $20 million on my account after day 4. It's very easy to make money. Now, there are also AFK ways of making money, sitting AFK in the background. I wouldn't suggest to do those, though, unless you really want to leave your computer or Xbox on all night, depending on what you play on. But either way, hopefully this video helped you out. Obviously, if it did, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. This is going to be my go-to method for 2023 unless Rockstar adds any new businesses or buffs businesses. I know businesses like vehicle cargo and as well special plane cargo got buffed. I even know that special cargo got buffed, but honestly, they're still a waste of time. The sale mission for special cargo takes too much time. Vehicle cargo only got buffed if you sell in a public lobby, which kind of defeats the purpose because you got to go over to a public lobby to sell, which is just effort, you know, for just one quick sale mission anyway. It's not like the bunker or, you know, the nightclubs where you make a lot of extra money. It's only an extra 50,000. It's really not that much extra. And yeah, so, and planes are completely pointless in my opinion. Plane cargo, I don't know what it's called, but gun running cargo, I hate it. It's absolutely painful. Even though Rockstar, I think, tripled the payout, you still need 4 people to help you out with it to make it actually viable. And at that point, it's just a waste of time. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is my money-making guide for 2023 in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you'd like to see more like this in the future, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.